New Zealanders should be able to move to living with fewer restrictions and more freedoms as a result of higher levels of vaccination.
Can you please prove that it stops transmission? And the Ministry of Health came back and said it was never designed in the Pfizer trials to look at whether it stopped transmission. And this was prior to the mandates being brought in.
Vaccination remains our strongest and our most effective tool to protect against infection and disease. We need as many people as possible to be vaccinated, so that's why we're making it mandatory.
We've been told that the unvaccinated were going to spread it, that we were going to overwhelm the hospitals, but we know that the vaccinated have had it. Vaccinated can die from it. Vaccinated can go to hospital as well.
This includes general practitioners, pharmacists, community health nurses, midwives, paramedics, aged residential care, home and community support services, kaupapa Māori health providers, and non-government organisations that provide health services.
I've been a nurse for 13 years. I'd been told by my GP, absolutely do not get the AstraZeneca because of my 3 clotting conditions, but if you want to take the risk, you could try the Pfizer. And I thought, well, that's madness. What a strange bit of medical advice.
Schools and early learning staff and the support people will need to be fully vaccinated. That includes home-based educators, teacher aides, administration and maintenance staff, and contractors. The target for them to receive their first dose is the 15th of November.
The 15th of November, my principal walked in and handed me a piece of paper and said that it was now illegal from the next day for me to be on site. We were just basically shouted down and told that we must follow what the government had to say.
Cabinet has decided today that vaccinations will be mandated for everyone who works in any workplace where a vaccine certificate is required. This includes hospitality, events, gyms, hairdressers and barbers.
When the convoy was announced, when it started coming through on the Facebook pages, it was just brilliant. That surge of hope that finally New Zealanders were going to start to stand up.
Of the total workforce do you expect to face vaccine requirements?
Once the mandates are in place, it could be up to 40%. Do you wish to expand on that,
That's
Minister?
right. We're expecting many more employers to require vaccination for work in their businesses. We know that there are questions around enforcement as well, so we're also providing more funding for WorkSafe to undertake more proactive work.
The government knew back in their clinical evaluation that there were going to be issues with the vaccine.
I had to choose my health because I knew that the vaccine wasn't safe because of my husband's death over my employment. The emotional trauma of having to deal with my employment at the same time I was coping with my husband's death was unbearable.
This was a protest against basic civil rights and that the government of the day was not listening to the people who suffered real vaccine harm. Come on, Ashley Bloomfield, how many people did you exempt? Because if a woman is standing there with 3 doctors and a specialist saying if she has another vaccination, she will die, and she can't get an exemption, you tell me how many you actually did give exemptions to.
We are standing in peace for you. And you're pointing a gun at me, standing for you. You're complicit to tyranny. We still love you.